We're not gonna waste no time here tonight, man. Day two. AFC previews, division number two, AFC South. Let's get to it. We ain't gonna waste no time tonight. Let's get it. We're starting with the Tennessee Titans here, all right? So I do have the Titans finishing last in this division, but I think they on a good I think they have direction and I like where they headed. We're gonna start with the man above, the number one overall pick last year, Cam Ward. I thought he showed a lot of flashes. He has a world of talent. And I think with him just hitting the simple shit, hitting the layups, he can be a guy, bro. He can be a top quarterback if he really dials into this Dayball offense. With Dayball being a new OC and these skilled players around him, this has a chance to be a good team. You got Gunnar Helmet tight end, obviously hook him, but he showed some flashes last year. You got Carnell Tate, who I love. I think Carnell Tate got a chance to be Offensive Rookie of the Year. Okay, number 4 overall pick. You got Calvin Ridley, veteran at this point, solid player. I'm interested to see how Wan'Dale Robinson fits into this. I feel like he gonna catch a ton of passes. He always do. But we know he got familiarity with Dayball. Then you got the two young guys from last year, Manor and DK, number 17. So I like the direction this team is headed in offensively. If you know anything about Salah defense, you know he need a disruptive defensive front. So obviously Jeffrey Simmons might be the best in the league, okay, at the 3 tech. So you start with Jeffrey Simmons. That's a good start up front. They went and got John Franklin Myers. Obviously, he got history with Salah from the Jets. And then they traded Tavondre Sweat for, what's the nigga name? The defensive end. Jermaine Johnson. They traded for Jermaine Johnson. I like this front seven. This is a good-looking front seven. Anthony Hill from Texas. Steal of the draft. If he played the way I know he can play. I'm not sure about that secondary, but that front seven should be serious business. I do expect this team to improve and maybe be a dark horse, but I don't expect them to make the playoffs. But I like the direction they headed in. Danny Dimes, man. Danny Dimes back off the Achilles this year for the Colts. I don't know if he rushing it. I feel like he just got hurt in like November, maybe December. Well, we know this team started out 8-1 last year, I believe, and they melted down the stretch after he got hurt. Obviously, they thought they was a contender. I low-key thought they was a contender. They traded 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner, who's still an elite player to me. But if you trading 2 picks for a corner, that means you think you close. And now, as soon as the quarterback got hurt, everything fell apart, which is expected, but still. And then you brought in Phillip Rivers. It looked bad last year. But looking at this offense, I don't love it. I don't love the skill players. Alec Pierce coming off. He signed a big deal. He was highly sought after in free agency. He signed a big deal in free agency, but now he's having ankle surgery and on the PUP list, I believe. I like Tyler Warren, solid player with upside. The O-line played better last year. Quentin Nelson finally looked back to himself, but other than that, oh yeah, Jonathan Taylor is the best of the best. Like, this guy is fucking elite, but them other receivers, Ashton Doolin, Josh Downs, I don't know, man. I don't love this group of skilled players. I don't know if they have enough to get back to where they were before the injury last year. So we'll see. The defense, more the same. I don't know Ward's status. I know he had some family stuff last year, so I hope he's doing all right. But Sauce Gardner, he's still a great player. DeForest Buckner, he had a season-ending injury, so we'll see how he bounced back. And then, I had something else written down here. C.J. Allen, I like him out of Georgia. And Latu, I love Latu. Latu going to be a really good player. This is year 3 for him, so he should take another step. Maybe he can become an all-pro level player, but I don't know, man. I'm unsure about this team. I could see them being last in the division if some things go the Titans' way, but I'm going to put them at 3rd for now. But a lot to be seen here with this team. Steichen, I think this is 3rd, maybe 4th year with the Colts, so we'll see what they do. I'm not too impressed with this depth chart on paper, though, and I obviously they let a few guys go. They let Kenny Moore go, a few other guys, but I don't know. Yeah, Buckner should help them, though. We'll see. Houston Texans, man, this is maybe the most fascinating team in the league to me. I feel like this roster, top to bottom, has an argument to be the best roster in the sport for a lot of reasons. Even the offense, I like the offense too. It just, CJ Stroud, man, I don't know. I really don't know what we're going to get out of him because his play down the stretch, really his play overall the last 2 seasons has mainly been horrible. His playoff numbers, 41 of 79, 2 touchdowns, 5 picks. He took a ton of sacks. The O-line didn't play well. It was some injuries up front, but still, he looked horrible in the playoffs, and it's been really bad. And it was for a rookie quarterback 3 years ago, it really was a historic season. Not historic, but it was spectacular to the point where I had him ready to have him in top 5, top 6 talks, and I was saying it to people I respect. It wasn't caring. So we're gonna see what they do this year. They traded for Braden Smith, or signed Braden Smith from the Colts. You got Wyatt Teller from Cleveland, even though I know he's been coming off injury. You also went and got Rutledge from Georgia to play center, I believe. So in theory, it should be an improved O-line, but what's the quarterback going to do? Because this receiver room has a chance to break out. You getting Tank Dell back this year, and he looks really good in his workouts. You got both the Iowa State guys, Noel and motherfucker's name, Hutchinson. Then you got, let's see, is it Hutchinson or Higgins? I forgot. Then you got Higgins too. I don't even know if I said Higgins' name, and obviously Nico Collins. So this has a chance to be a really good team. You add David Montgomery to the mix. I really want to see what this team does this year. Then the defense is Will Anderson. This is pretty much, to me, he's right there with Myles Garrett. There's not much gap between him and Myles Garrett. I'm going to be honest with you. And then they added my man McDonald from Ohio State to be a nose here, or play the one tech. Then you got Danielle Hunter on the other side. You just signed Clowney today. Sting. This is an aggressive defense. They play to their strengths. They don't back down. Lassiter, Petre, and Al Shazir, whatever, or Al Shahir, whatever, Al Aziz, however the fuck you say his name. So this is a dangerous team, and they have the makings. This is a team you don't want to play if they clicking on all cylinders. So if they do what they're supposed to do, this should be a contender at the end of the season. But I do have them finishing second in the division for the second year in a row. The Jaguars are my pick to win the AFC South. I'm going to tell you why. I really love what Trevor Lawrence, and this is a guy, and this is coming from me, who really was off Trevor Lawrence. I was done with him. Him and Liam Cohen figured something out after the Jacoby Myers trade and down to the end of the season. This team has a chance to be really good once again. You got just a really unique and skilled group of receivers, and they got nothing out of Brian Thomas last year hardly compared to his rookie year. So and I still believe in Brian Thomas. If he can get back to near what he was last year, add in Parker Washington, who looks to just be, who's stellar in his role, and then Travis Hunter shouldn't even have to play as much offense. This team has a chance to be really good once again, and I'm picking them to win the South and potentially be a contender depending on how it falls. I just don't like Trevor Lawrence throwing a pick on the first play of overtime. The defense, I love both edge rushers. Trayvon Walker, Josh Hines-Allen, great duo. I love them both. Walker is one of the most underrated players in the league to me. He gets a bad rap because he got drafted in front of Hutchinson, but I still think it's time for him to write his own story regarding that. You did lose Devin Lloyd, so that's going to hurt a little bit. But I think they have enough to make up for that. Obviously, Travis Hunter. I don't think this is a great defense. I think they good in certain spots. But anyways, I do have them winning the division. I think they go on build off the end of the season. Trevor Lawrence ended the season 9-1 record and 27 TDs over the last 10 games. So I like the Jags here. So yes, I did pick the Jags to win this division with the Texans sneaking in as the 7. It's going to be interesting. I do think that the Titans are close. They close, and I appreciate y'all for watching, but we're going to catch y'all on the next one. Salute to everybody. Yes, sir.